Hey y'all, today is gonna be a fun day in my kitchen because I'm gonna be walking down memory lane, and I am with the best person in the world to walk down memory lane with, because it's my Aunt Peggy. And the sour cream pound cake, I call it Granny Paul's sour cream pound cake. I have had 1,000 compliments on this, Aunt Peggy. I run into people all the time saying, I make that grandmother's pound cake, and it's out of this world. And it's so funny because Grandma was a baker, and Mama didn't do a lot of baking. She would have Bubba and me warm banana pudding lots of times, sitting on the counter by the back door when we'd race in from school. And I was asking Aunt Peggy last night, you weren't a baker, were you? Boy, did you ever make a cake? And she said, no. I said, well, what? Did you ever make anything sweet? And she said, yes. And I said, what? She said, a chocolate meringue pie. My Aunt Peggy, trying to describe her, she doesn't want to do what somebody's telling her to do. And I was coming up with ways to describe it, and I was thinking free balling it.
No, maybe free spirit, maybe.
Free spirit. Anyway, she doesn't like using recipes. She wants to do it her way. So therefore, she's never had any interest in baking, because somebody's telling her what to do, and she ain't putting up with that crap, right? Some things never change. She's the president of her company. So, but listen, she sure does enjoy them when I make them, and when Grandmama was around and she made them. So I'm gonna have a question to ask you in a minute. So I think I'll go ahead and ask you now, Aunt Peggy. This cake is so beautiful. It's wonderful with just vanilla flavoring, but I've got a lot of options over there in my baking cabinet of different flavors we could use. So I would like for you to be thinking about what flavor, if any flavor, you would like this cake to be. We have got, let's see, what have we got here? We've got almond flavor, vanilla. Excuse me, y'all. I got to let some in. Hello? Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. Go tell them. Go let them in. It's so funny. Gus knows when that phone rings a certain way that it's the gate. And somebody is coming in this house. So he's got to go greet them, y'all. All right, Eddie, I'm going to look up here and see what all kind of flavorings we got. We got banana, we got coconut. I can't even read that one.
That's the orange.
Orange. More banana. What does that one say, Eddie?
Peppermint.
Peppermint. She doesn't like peppermint. That's red food coloring. And that's the butter one.
Butter, yeah.
So I'll use this with whatever flavor she picks out. Have you decided yet? What flavor? Have you decided on the flavor you want?
I didn't hear you call out lemon.
I knew she was going to say that. And she's right, because I don't think I have any lemon flavoring. But
We have fresh lemons.
In your
Yeah.
yours.
well, if you want a lemon, we've got fresh lemons, and I will use those. And we can grate some zest.
Yes, I like all that.
Uh-huh. And what do you do when you take that skin off? Tell me what you do.
I don't like to tell you how to do that.
What did you call it?
Zest. Did I say zest? Zest.
Zest.
Zest. I think that's what
She said, one day we were in here in the kitchen, she said, can you zest me some lemon. And I said, what'd you say? You want me to guess you some lemon? So that's why. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I've embarrassed her, but I can't help it. I love to hear you say jest. All right, so back to business. So I'm gonna be taking a break in a second, and I'm gonna jest some lemon and get some juice up. All right, now in this bowl, I have 3 cups of plain flour, a teaspoon of salt, and you know, lots of times I don't too much measure this stuff either. Half a teaspoon of baking soda, not powder, but soda. I have 6 eggs. I have a cup of sour cream, and I have, at room temperature, 2 sticks of butter and 3 cups of sugar here in my mixer. So I already started creaming them, but here we go. We're gonna let that cream real good. And then we're alternating our flour and our eggs together. But as soon as this creams, I'm gonna add the sour cream to our mix. Okay. Our butter and our sugar has creamed, so I have just added 1 cup of sour cream. Let's see what I do with my rag. There it is. All right, now we're gonna alternately add our sifted flour, salt, and baking soda into our sugar and butter mixture, and we're gonna start with flour and we're gonna end with flour, y'all. And where you would normally alternate with a buttermilk or something like that, we're gonna alternate. Sorry, y'all. Hush, hush it, Sullivan. Y'all don't go crazy. Crazy. All right. So there's our 1 egg. Hey Sullivan, where have you been? Huh? Your new house? What's going on? Nothing really. Okay, well I missed you while you was gone. Kari and Brian sold the home that they were living in, y'all, and they bought a new home. Well, it's not new, but they are redoing a lot of things in the house, and they can't stay in the house right now. It's not occupiable. So they're staying here with us while the work is being done on their home, and it's gonna be beautiful, just beautiful. Hush! Hush, hush, hush! I'm telling you, sometimes I'd like to give them a tranquilizer even. They bark so much. Not really. So sure as I did, I would need for them to bark and let me know about something. All right, that's egg number 3. And it's looking so good. Wow, I just love watching cake batter come together, especially when I'm using my Paula Deen mixer, because I sat down at the table with my friend Bob and told him everything I didn't like in a regular mixer and everything I would love to have if I could have a mixer developed. And this one is just wonderful. You can see my bowl is turning, but you can also see my beaters are moving back and forth at the same time. And I don't know if Eddie can get in there, but if you could see in there, you would see a helping hand that is constantly scraping the side of the bowl. If you come around here, Eddie, and shoot down in there, you can see where the bowl is being scraped. And I don't have to stop not one time to scrape the sides of that bowl. And I love that, y'all. I love that feature. All right, so the fourth egg is going in. And this is going to work out just about perfect. Like I said, I just love seeing it come together. And the thing about my mixer is, you know, lots of times if you're putting a cake together, you can get to the bottom when you're ready to put it in your cake pan. You can find just a glob of stuff at the bottom. Well, I don't seem to have that problem with this mixer. I just love it. All right, so we're almost there. I'm gonna let that flour get mixed in. The helping hand is the biggest treat of all of those. Because usually when I'm baking a cake, I'll have to stop. I'll have to cut the motor, stop, and at least 8 times I'll have to stop and scrape the bowl, and that gets very old to me. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna let that turn with that flour, let it get one turn. The last egg. And that was a good egg. Had a lot of white to it. Did you see that egg?
Yeah.
Okay, and the last of the flour. So Aunt Peggy, I'm going to go ahead and add some vanilla flavoring, but then I'm gonna put some lemon juice in there too, okay? I wonder if I should use some of that butter extract. Smells like pure butter, or not. We'll have a buttery lemon cake. Usually, Aunt Peggy, I put almond flavoring and vanilla flavoring in my pound cake. But I don't think Grandma did. I think she just used plain vanilla flavoring. Ooh, it's so pretty. That's some pretty batter. Well, I'm gonna cut the mixer off. And I'm going to take a little break so y'all don't have to sit here watching me squeeze lemons. And I'm going to squeeze some lemon juice and put in this cake for our great. Okay, so now we're ready to put our cake batter into our tube pan. And I've got about a tablespoon of zest here, or jest. Tablespoon of jest. Listen, my Aunt Peggy is as smart as a whip, y'all. She is smart as a whip. But she can murder the English language kind of like I can. I don't know where I can get that from. But Michael and I tease her all the time about her pronunciation of certain words. So anyway, I put a tablespoon of jest, and I put about 1/4 of a cup of lemon juice. And I really do wish I had some lemon extract to make it really more lemony. But I think what I'll do is I'll make a lemon glaze for it, and that'll kick that lemon up. I think you're gonna like it. Aunt Peggy just asked me, she said, what if I don't like it? I said, if you don't like it, don't tell me. I said, but all I have to do is look at your face and I'll know that you're lying. If you're telling me you like it and you don't, I'll so be able to tell. Because you are like your niece, or your niece is like you. Lying ain't one of our fortes.
We get too much joy out of telling the truth.
Out of telling the
as
truth.
you see it.
Yes. So, I will be able to tell if you don't like it. And we're gonna cook this cake on 325 for maybe 65, 75 minutes. I think Grandma said that she cooked it for about an hour and 20 minutes. I can't remember. I'll have to look at the recipe. I'm getting every bit of that goodie out. So I'm gonna leave enough for Aunt P to lick that and tell me if she tastes any lemon on it. Here, you got, I'm not gonna stand here and hold it for you. She's been here 6 months, and I have to say, I think I might have spoiled her a little bit. You think, Eddie? I've loved taking care of her during this COVID stuff.
Yeah, I was coming for 3 or 4 weeks.
Yes, she was coming for 3 weeks. It's been 6 months. But she has had terrible, terrible, terrible back and hip issues. So I kind of had a captured audience with her. She couldn't walk. And if she couldn't walk, she couldn't go home. All right, you taste any lemon in that at all?
Yes, I did.
Good.
And it's so far the flavor to me is good.
Okay.
But you can make the judgment.
I'll make a judgment when you eat a piece of the cake and I look at your face.
Okay.
So let's see what Grandma said. An hour and 20 minutes at 325. Let's see, our oven is on convection, so I think I'm gonna take that off of convection, Eddie. Because this oven, when you've got it on convection, it's very, very hot. All right, so I'm gonna set our timer. And I will see y'all back here. Probably an hour and 20 minutes, but y'all, it's gonna seem like that long. That hour and 20 minutes is gonna fly by. Okay, y'all. Our beautiful pound cake is ready. Grandma Paul's sour cream pound cake. And great ask for it to be lemon. So look at that.
Wonderful.
Doesn't it smell wonderful? Well, come look at it, great. Now, Grandma said cook it for an hour and 20 minutes. We cooked it for an hour and 10 minutes. Isn't that pretty? Mm-hmm. What do you think about me making some syrup, some lemon syrup water, and just pour a little of that over there to give it that that fresh lemon taste?
That'd be good.
Okay, well, let's do that.
Good.
We'll pour on top, and then, oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I love you. So, I'll get some syrup going on the stove, and we'll pour it over it. Okay, friends, I have made a lemon syrup, and I'm just gonna pour some of this around there because I really am hoping, since I didn't have any lemon extract, you know, I really wanted to give it a good, strong, lemony flavor. So you just kind of want to do maybe equal parts sugar to equal parts water. And I took my little bitty spoon that Eddie gave me, that I love this spoon so much. This is what I made my holes with in my cake. And I put my lemons in and cook them along with the sugar water and the juice from the lemons. So we're gonna just pour that on and let that sit. And then we're gonna take it out of the pan. And then I'm gonna make a little lemon glaze for the top when it comes out. Oh look, look, great
I like the glaze.
She likes that. I like a glaze too. Look, y'all, the boys are multiplying. Another one just showed up. This is Henry. Are you number 4 or number 5?
3.
Oh yeah, you're number 3.
I'm 2nd.
No, you're not 2nd.
You're not 2nd. I'm older than John. We're not older than me. I turned 9.
All right, Jack came first, Maddie came next, Henry came next.
3rd. And Sully.
Sully may be 4th.
Yes.
I think you came before John.
Yeah. Yeah.
Backwards, one of them.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's 11 of them, y'all. And I never know when they're gonna show up. But it's just funny that they showed up for cake time. There's something very suspicious about that. Oh, they're so sweet, y'all. So they helped me mix up a glaze for our Grandma Paul sour cream pound cake that we turned into a lemon pound cake for Aunt Peggy. So we have made a glaze. Well, after we did that, I poked holes in it and I made up a lemon sugar syrup, cooked it for a while till it was thick, and then I poured that over the cake while it was still in the pan. But now, guys, we're gonna spoon a glaze over it, because Great likes glazes, just like me too. So we're just gonna let that run down the edges. And we made our glaze, y'all, out of cream cheese,
Yummy.
powdered sugar, and our liquid was lemon juice. So did I say we put a little cream cheese in it, Eddie?
Yes.
Cream cheese, powdered sugar, lemon juice.
That's why it smells like lemons.
Yes, that's why it smells like lemon. And I like a thick glaze. I just like for it to stick, you know? I like for it to be thick enough that you can see it. So I'm gonna take that now and just start kind of spooning. And I let the cake get real cool. It's been sitting for a while. What do y'all think?
Yummy.
What do y'all think?
Yummy.
What do you think? Oh,
Oh no.
You don't know?
It looks so good.
It does look so good. So good. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah.
Can we help?
Can you help? All right, can you?
Me too.
Okay, can you take that spoon and drizzle it where you see? Whoa! Yeah, do it. There you go.
Voila.
Voila. All right, Henry. You get the next spoon.
Yeah.
And just drizzle that where you think it needs it. Don't, oh! Can't put it in the hole. There you go.
Just drizzle it on the bottom of the cake.
That looks like a cinnamon roll, doesn't it?
Looks like a big.
Eddie makes wonderful
It looks like a big
cinnamon roll.
cinnamon. Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Okay, I think we've got one more. I think Jenny can get, oh, I did. I was able to get one more spoon. Who's swallowed their tongue yet? Has anybody swallowed their tongue?
I already licked my fingers.
That looks like a great big cinnamon roll.
Huge.
I love it. I love it. So we want a little to, you know, fall down around the edges. See, I'm gonna just encourage it to roll down the sides just a little bit.
This one's going down all the way.
Yeah, that's running down good, isn't it? Mm-hmm. See, you just...
Smur it.
Huh?
Smur it.
Smear it.
Smur it.
Now, who pronounces smear like that? Who have you heard say smur it?
Well, I'm country, so.
Oh, you are. I thought you were a city slicker.
Well, I was born in the city, but I get my accent from my mom and dad.
Oh, you get your accent from your mom and dad?
Yeah.
What kind of accent do you have?
Country.
Country. You think your mama sounds country? All right, now, boys.
I guess.
I want to. Are y'all's fingers sticky?
No, because they only got.
Well, why don't y'all come wash your hands anyway? Just forgive me. Or turn it, Henry, if it's too hot. Okay, a little lemon zest. And Great, come up here and look at your cake now. Come look. Come.
That lemon powder? That lemon powder? Lemon.
No, that's lemon
Zest.
zest.
A lemon.
Ain't you called it lemon zest one time?
Lemon.
And I won't let her live it down, boys. All right, come on up here next to your Great, and let's take a picture.
It's called lemon wine.
All right, get in there in different sizes.
Are we still doing the video?
Yes. You know, this is just wonderful. The age difference, being in the kitchen with the older and wiser, and being in the kitchen with the young ones that are just starting their road to hopefully a long, healthy, happy, good life. Just does something to me. So I hope y'all have the opportunity, or have had the opportunity, to know what I'm talking about. Bon appetit and love and best dishes. Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.